Hi, I'm Gregory. I work in the shop in Marylebone High Street as a sales assistant, and today I'm preparing my recipe that's a tiramisu, and it's a well-known recipe, known worldwide, and everyone mainly loves it. The ingredients that we're going to use for the recipe today are coffee that we make with a Bialetti coffee machine. After we're going with some milk, that's mainly half a cup we're going to use. We have sugar, 26 tablespoons, roughly 215 grams. After we have eggs, that we'll divide it in the yolk and the white ones. The savoiardi, that's mainly the first ingredient that we use for the tiramisu, mascarpone, and at the end a bit of chocolate powder on top of it when it's finished. The first thing that we start in is doing the coffee inside the coffee machine, the Bialetti, and we just add in the water inside the tank. We especially see that the level of the water touches the little valve inside until it starts. And after, we're just going to put the funnel and the coffee. We're doing it full until the end of it. Here we are. We just close the coffee pot well sealed. Now we're going to put the coffee pot on top of the boiling plate of the agar. Now that the coffee is ready, we're just taking it off from the hot plate and we just can start the recipe. We just pour the full amount of all the Bialetti cup inside the bowl without spilling it. I think this is more than enough. And after we add in half a cup of milk, and we just leave it settle and get a bit chillier for later. After this, we can take in the mascarpone and just pour it in the biggest bowl that you have. It's 750 grams of mascarpone, so there's quite a lot of cream coming out of it. Let's open also the smaller one. Let's just divide them. One. We're going to start later with the yolks. We're going to add all the 26 tablespoons of sugar to the mixture. And we'll whisk it until fluffy. Here we are. Now we're just going to add the sugar to the egg yolks. Just put just a bit at the beginning. And we started whisking. This is a mixture of the sugar and the egg yolks that we're just going to pour inside of the bowl with the mascarpone. You could actually start mixing all together straight away, but I prefer to wait to whisk the egg whites and put all together at the end. Next to go is the egg whites. Starting whisking the eggs. And these we're going to whisk them until stiff. Not actually that dry, but quite stiff, because makes the texture quite. And now the egg whites are nice and fluffy, and we're going to just pour them all together with the rest of the mixture. And here we are. And we just mix everything together. Now we're just going to start layering the dish. Just taking the Savoiardi biscuits, or sponge fingers, as you want to call them. Roughly there should be 30 Savoiardi for a dish. You just put it on layers, and we just start in just dipping in the biscuit, not too much, because they get a bit too wet. And as you already have the mixture that's quite wet, it gets a bit too liquid. Let's just layer it, not really so narrow one to the other one, because we want to have actually quite a lot of the cream going around the biscuit. And now let's start with the cream. Just pop it all around, also in all the corners. And now we're ready to put another layer of biscuits. And now, last to go, another layer of cream. And here we are. So the tiramisu is ready, and now it's just, you can just pop it inside the fridge for at least 3 hours. Here it is. And now, just sprinkle it with a bit of cocoa. And here we are. It's just ready to serve.